Like, point that nose in the air, babe. Point that nose in the air, babe. I do not care what anybody says. This works. Walk in, nice and slow, not frantic. Somebody calls your name. Don't whip your head. Like, keep it nice and feminine and classy. Nice and slow. Like, nobody deserves your attention more than yourself. So before getting into the video, I want to start off with this verse. It's Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and to give you hope in the future. I feel like what inspired me to get back into my YouTube and social media was really God. I really did not know if I wanted to even continue with social media at one point. And God is what brought me back into this. So if you are enjoying this video and you like it, leave a thumbs up. Give all thanks to God because He is what motivated me to get back into this. What's going on, chicas? Today we're gonna talk about how to master black cat energy. Super excited. We are in the big comfy couch. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so we are back at it. We're not back at anything actually because I haven't made a video in ages and I'm determined to actually lock in this time. So today we're gonna be talking about how to master black cat energy. You guys really liked my video on pretty privilege. And I think I like this niche. Like, I think I like this genre. So I'm going to stick with this and we're going to see how it goes. Black cat energy versus golden retriever energy. You need to know who you are. Most of you guys are golden retrievers without even knowing it. So number one is aura. Do you have aura or do you not? You have to know and believe that you are that girl. I know that sounds so cliche. I know we hear that so often, but what people don't understand is that how you feel on the inside will radiate on the outside. Those of you who are very intuitive and a little bit more energy sensitive like me, you can usually feel how somebody feels on the inside, even if they're like, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. But you can feel when they're not good. You know what I mean? So what you believe about yourself on the inside matters. You need to know that you are that girl. Like, no one tops you. You are not even looking in anybody else's direction because the prize is here. Okay, that's how you need to carry yourself. People will match what you believe about yourself, if that makes sense. For example, there's a lot of ugly guys that always end up with a super pretty girl. Have you guys ever noticed that? Someone please tell me how that works. The reason why the ugly guy can sometimes end up with the super pretty girl is because of his confidence. Okay, it's because of what he believes about himself on the inside. So, like, it doesn't really matter what he looks like. It's really just about confidence. I used to read Robert Greene's books, very heavy, and Art of Seduction. I think one of the archetypes, what is it called? Not the coquette. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called. I'm probably going to leave it in the description below right here. That archetype is known for essentially being actually physically repulsive, but because that archetype is so charming and knows how to kind of make the other person feel like they're the star, make the other person feel seen. This archetype ends up being liked by many people. I think, is it Napoleon Bonaparte? Just a lot of people who are actually physically repulsive were still able to pull some of the baddest girls. We ain't gonna cuss on this channel, okay? We're not gonna cuss on this channel. But they're able to pull some baddies, and that's literally because of their aura. Number two is body language. And for those of you guys who are shy, this is the one that you're gonna wanna lock in on. The easiest way that I was able to break down body language is I have 3 girls, okay? And I'm gonna show you. We have one single scenario, and you are walking into a restaurant for a, say, birthday party, and you are looking for the table, okay? Girl number 1. Hi. No, I'm actually looking for my friend's table. I have no idea where it is. I'm just like completely lost. Oh, it's over there. Okay, thank you. Thank you. 2. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, I don't know. Hi. Sorry. Sorry. Do you know where I can find Rebecca's table? I'm just looking for Rebecca's. Oh, okay. Okay. Everyone's already there. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm a little late. Sorry. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Number 3. Is that Rebecca's table? Okay, thank you. Who do you think radiates the most black cat energy? Who is the black cat and who is the golden retriever? If you did not say number 3 is the black cat and number 1 is the golden retriever, then you better listen to the end of this video. Let's break each of these people down. Girl number 1 is super smiley, super giggly, super out there. Aww. Now, there's nothing wrong if this is your bubbly personality, but what this comes across as is like you're easily impressed. Like if you walk in and you're already smiling, like we already know, like we don't gotta do too much. Like you're already in a good mood. Like nothing pisses you off. And I find that a lot of people who are like recovering people pleasers tend to have this like automatic smile on their face like all the time. I mean, I know I used to do this. I literally like when I get nervous, I smile, and like sometimes people interpret that as like me trying to flirt or me super interested, but it's just like it's a coping mechanism, and it's like it's actually a psychological thing. When your brain is super uncomfortable, it's going to want to relieve that stress by using laughter or smiling to kind of give you those those upper emotions. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, I remember I used to always walk around like this, and let me tell you guys, people will not respect you. Okay, you will not have respect. You will walk into the room and people are going to want to try you because you just look like you let things slide. You look like you don't really care. Like if somebody walks over you, you're not going to do anything about it. So you have to be careful. I know a lot of us are going to be like, oh, like, you know, this is just my personality. I don't want to lose my good energy. You're not losing your good energy, okay? It's just to understand that people need to know that you are not one to be tried. You are not one to be played with. Let people pull out that good energy out of you. Don't just give it for free. You know what I mean? Don't just give your good, happy smile for free. Let them earn it. You get what I'm saying? Like, let people earn a smile from you. Anybody who is in this category where you are over smiley, just over like excited when you really don't need to be, just keep this in mind. The second girl is insecure, okay? You do not need to be saying sorry that often. I know I used to do that all the time. It just is what it is. When you're raised a girl, especially being the first daughter, okay? I'm the first daughter, all right? So like everything's your fault, even if it's not. Like that's just the first daughter syndrome. So when you walk into a room, like you are the star of the show, okay? If you cannot find the table, first try and look, you know, maybe stroll around. Let more people see your outfit and what you're wearing. Maybe a strong, able-bodied man is gonna come and help you because you look lonely. You come across as insecure, we know. And especially men, oh, they can tell. Okay, men will know if you are the type of girl that they can, I don't want to say take advantage of, because this generation, it's so different what we call standard in dating. But let's just say you want to be taken seriously. You don't want to be a one-night stand type of girl. I find that when you kind of have that insecurity, you also attract other insecure men, right? You attract people who that say, okay, this is the type of girl who, if I give her any kind of attention, she's gonna feed right into my hand. So you kind of have to know, like, fake it till you make it. And that leads me on to number 3, which is black cat body language. When you have black cat body language, you walk in and your head is too, like, point that nose in the air, babe. Point that nose in the air, babe. Do not care what anybody says. This works. Walk in, nice and slow, not frantic, nice and slow, scan the room. Somebody calls your name. Don't whip your head. Like, keep it nice and feminine and classy. You know what I'm saying? Like, nice and slow. Like, nobody deserves your attention more than yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so somebody calls your name, just, you know, oh, hi, you know, don't give off the smile right away. Maybe a little polite smile, and, you know, scan the room, walk slowly. When you come across this way, it's a little bit more mysterious. It's a little bit more respectable. People look at a woman like this and they say, she is a person who is sure of herself. They're having trouble reading you. Like, it starts from body language. It starts from how you present yourself in the room. People already know what kind of girl you are the moment you walk in through the door. So listen, fake it till you make it. Walk in through the door, head held up high. Obviously you look cute and you're dressed real nice. And, scan the room a little bit. If you meet eyes with somebody, okay, give them a nice friendly smile, but make the smile something that people have to earn from you. Number 3 is posture. So posture is very, very key. This kind of ties in with body language. You want to be someone who, kind of has their head up high, because your posture speaks for you before you even open your mouth. Sit upright, as opposed to somebody who is kind of like looking small and, trying not to be seen, trying not to take up too much space. Number 4, speak slower, quieter, and less. This was a big one for me because I'm loud, I'm quiet, and I love to talk. Like, that was literally my thing. So it's important that when you talk slower, not only does that reel people in and, being quieter, right? You bring people to you. There's this thing in the acting industry, I'm taking film right now, where it's like when you do plays, essentially you want to be loud and big with your expressions. The person in the back row to be able to hear you. But when it comes to film, when it comes to TV, you want to be able to reel the viewer in. You want to be able to bring the camera to you. There is no need to be yelling, babes. Okay, there's no need. You want to reel people in, and the best way to do that is by talking a lot slower and being a little bit more sure of yourself when you speak and choosing your words wisely. In 48 Laws of Power, this is the one law that stood out to me, and it was say less than necessary. If somebody asks you a simple question and say it's a one-word answer, give them that one-word answer. You don't have to go into depth. Keep things short. Let people want to know more about you because you say less than necessary. Be a person of interest. Have layers. Hope you guys get the gist. Keep things short, keep things simple. Don't be vague with your answers, but just be straight to the point. Giving very much black cat energy. Golden retriever energy is all over the place. Thoughts are squammered. A truck goes by and it's pink and you're talking about it. Like, keep it simple, keep it straight, keep it short, make eye contact. Number 5, keep eye contact, especially when it comes to men. Okay, if I am somebody who keeps eye contact with you, is looking right at you when I speak, looking right back when you speak to me, I'm showing that I'm invested in this conversation, and I don't really have to do the yeah, okay, which I used to do. Like, I used to do that all the time. This, just looking at somebody, speaks more volumes than you going, oh, okay, wow, really? What? Like, most people are going to be like, I want this girl to shut up. Like, I just want to say what I want to say, but I can't get a word if every single time she's going to be like, okay. I have done this, and I've literally seen guys like trip up in their words. Like, I would literally just be staring, and as they're speaking, they'll be in the midst of talking, and like, they'll literally like trip up. Like, they'll be like talking about, oh yeah, I went to the park, I brought my niece to the park, and I was it. Like, they will get lost in your eyes. Okay, let people get lost in your eyes, babe. Okay, chica. I think that is huge. Eye contact is huge, and it's also a huge sign of a woman that is in her femininity. Sit back, make eye contact. Maybe look away for a second. Don't let him think he has all the attention. And then come back and make eye contact and sit back in your feminine. Black cat energy. This leads me on to number 6. You truly want to embody black cat energy, you have to let people come to you. Golden retrievers chase and they serve. Black cats get served. When it comes to servitude and being served, it's really just about how you carry yourself and are you one who is worthy of being served. This brings me on to number 7. Let people know when they are crossing your boundaries. I used to be so afraid to say I didn't like something or to say that I didn't like what someone did. If you are a chronic people pleaser or a recovering people pleaser, you are constantly putting others before you. You will find yourself resenting them. You will find yourself angry towards them. You might not even understand why, but it's because you will feel as though you can't say no. You keep putting them first, and as a result, you're putting yourself in the back burner. Be able to say, I don't like that, or I didn't like what you did. Okay, and you have to know how to say it without getting emotional. Say some girl invites you to a party, you guys go to the party, you guys get to the door, you're about to get tickets, and she says she has no money. Okay, now you got to be able to have that black cat energy and be like, I'm going to be honest. I don't like the fact that you knew that we had to pay to get in. and yet you did not bring any money. And now you've put me in a position where I have to pay for you. I'm going to be honest. I'm ready to go home or go in without you. That is you straight up putting up a boundary. Because people will test your boundaries, okay? Don't think it has anything to do with you. This is just more that has to do with them. This is who they are. They test boundaries with everybody. Who's going to be the one that's going to take the bait? Okay, do not be the one that takes the bait. He was a little bit shy and you're like, I don't really know if I can just like say that. Like it's easy to say, easier said than done, whatever, right? All you have to do is start with the way your body language communicates how you feel about something. Start with body language, okay? So if somebody does something that I don't like, I remember like you just have to like hit them with the, huh? Or say somebody asks you a question that's a little too invasive. You just have, like, stay silent. Stay silent. And if they're smart, they're going to get the message. Like, they're going to get, okay, she didn't like that. And the next time when it comes to asking stupid questions, they're not going to ask you. I'll walk into a room and I'll just have a straight face. A straight face is perfect because people can never read your face. They don't know they don't know what kind of person you are. And so they're naturally a little bit more, not pretentious, but a little bit more careful with you. Say they say something that's just like ridiculous, you just have to hit them with the, people will get the message. So those are for my shy girls, but I'm telling you, you must make an effort to want to upgrade to actually speaking up for yourself, because you know we teach people how to treat us, and if you're not able to actually voice what it is you're dealing with or whatever the problem is, then you know you're gonna find yourself in some trouble, because like they can't read your mind. If you don't like Italian food and every time he says Italian food, you're like it's like how am I supposed to know you like Mexican food? Like you got to speak up at some point. So start off with the silence and then make your way over to actually voicing how you feel. And if you do feel like you're in a position where you're with somebody and you don't think you can express how you feel, then you should be asking yourself, is this somebody who actually cares about me, or is this somebody who is using me for my niceness? So that pretty much sums up everything, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was Black Cat Energy 101. Let me know if you guys want me to get more in depth in terms of relationships. This was kind of like a generalized social settings kind of one, but it could also be used in relationships. Just in case you guys were wondering, I do run a wig brand called Soft Life Wigs. Okay, if you guys are looking at this unit and you're like, purr, like it's so thick, it's so voluptuous, like nobody said that. Nobody definitely said that, but like I'm just gonna act like you guys said that. But you guys can hit up my website. It's www.softlifewigs.com. We have a huge Black Friday sale going on. Let's see if I edit this in time. If I don't edit this, I'm gonna have to cut it out. Some of you guys might be golden retrievers right now, and you might actually like being a golden retriever, but believe me, Black Cat energy will get you more out of life.